Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. It's Tuesday. It's whiskey day. And man, I've been looking forward to this whiskey day for a long time because we're going to try something I think is very special and unique, and not everybody's ever heard of it, or those that have heard of it haven't got it. So I'm super happy about that. So if you like this episode, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Even if you kind of like it, hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. We say this all the time, but 90% of you, 91% of you who watch the episode don't subscribe. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we do videos Monday through Friday every day at noon. So there's something in there for everybody because we're doing rums and liquors and liqueurs and tequilas, gins, whiskeys, coffee sometime, and cocktails. So yeah, hit that like and subscribe. So today we're looking at a Jameson that most people probably have never heard of. And one of the sad things I find in the United States is that Jameson's availability here is limited to very few brands or iterations of Jameson. Obviously the triple distilled green, the triple or the orange, which is now available here. You got the IPA and the black and some of those things. But in Europe, Jameson's got a bunch of stuff like an 18-year-old, 16-year, a 20-year, different kinds of blendings and all sorts of cool stuff. And I really wish that was available here. And one of the exciting things that I found, and it is available here, but kind of rare, is the Jameson Distiller's Safe. This is by the head distiller from Jameson in Dublin, and it is pretty spectacular if you ask me. It is a triple distilled Irish whiskey, so it's pot stilled. It's 43% or 86 proof. One of the things I'd like to do is get involved in a little bit higher proof Jameson if it's out there. I'm actually headed to Ireland here this fall, and so we've already got our tickets for Jameson, and I'm hoping that we can get some higher proof there, but I'm really excited about getting some stuff not available here in the U.S. So, I couldn't find an age statement on it, but the cost of this is about $65 here in the U.S. I've seen it as high as $300 in certain places, so it is one of those rare bottles, but on average, if you can find it, and it's not being jacked up terribly, it should be between $65 and $100. Yeah, I kind of got bowled over some of those online sales, and stores that do online but have French stores are selling it for a god-awful amount. And I think we did get this here in the U.S. because I don't see a tax stamp on it. All right, let's go ahead for the... Oh, by the way, nice color. It's a nice Jameson color, if you will. That's what I call it. It's a nice light... kind of a goldish ray of sunshine, if you will. Okay, so the things I immediately notice about this, to me it doesn't smell like Jameson. It doesn't smell like an Irish whiskey. It smells like a single malt, like an English or Scottish single malt. It does have a little bit of alcohol vapor to it that kind of burns the nose, but not much. You're getting that malty, sweet vanilla, mowed grass, maybe hints of that typical kind of Irish pot still apple aroma, but it's uniquely different to me, and so I really like this. And I think blind tasting, and you threw some scotches in here, you would be easily confused. Which you know, for people who don't really do this a lot, that might be something that's a given. But for people who know their scotches and know Irish and know bourbons and know American single malts and know Japanese, this would be a difficult one for me. I'm going to say this is a 4 on aroma. It's very nice. Pleasant. The only thing that's holding it back really is the aromas could be a little bit more complex. You should be able to piece out some of that that stuff. I'm getting a little bit of apple, but mostly it smells like malt, vanilla, and some of that earthy, like grassy aroma. And then that little alcohol tinge. So I'm going to give it a 4. Obviously, it's a 1 on cost. It's got an unusual flavor. Nothing like a scotch. Some spiciness to it. Some muted vanilla, but more... I think more honey than anything. I do think you are getting a sense that it's an Irish whiskey. You're getting a sense that some of that apple, some of the malt that is there is coming out. It does have an unusual flavor. I want to say it's kind of like a really sharp, not bitter, but sharp pear taste to it. It's unique. I do like it. I'm not a huge Jameson fan. I do like the orange, but you know, for cocktails and stuff. I have grown to like the normal triple still Jameson. I do love the triple triple, which you can't get here in the United States. That's a travel exclusive, I think, or it might just be European, but you can get it in duty-free shops, but I don't think you can get it here in the U.S., the triple triple. And I bought enough triple triples, but I never have bought one for myself, so they're always as gifts, so I hope to get one. It's got a little spiciness to it. I'm going to say this is a 3.5 on flavor. It's not as complex, and the aroma wasn't very complex either, but the aroma had enough to it to bring it up to 4. But I don't think there's enough on the flavors. It's not very detailed and complex and cohesive. It's a little bit sharp. Very honey and vanilla and a little bit of that green apple. I'm going to say it's a 3.5. And then the bite is a 3.5 as well. There is a little back end burn and funkiness going on. Up front, there's not much, but again, getting a little on the nose on the aroma. So that is going to put it at 10, 11, 12, a solid 3. And I think I'm going to boost it to a 3.5. I'm going to give it a half point advantage because of that price and because of the uniqueness to it. So we're going to say this is a 3.5. I would love to know what you guys think about this if you have an opportunity to get it. But the Distiller Safe is definitely a cool bottle to have with your Jameson collection if you've got some Jameson. Unfortunately for us, all we have here in the bar is the normal standard Jameson triple distilled and the orange. I think I got a little bottle of the IPA somewhere around here, a mini, but I don't have any of the black or anything like that, and that's just a fault of my own. I got to go and pick those up eventually. It's just when I'm at the store and I'm looking at something, the wow factor gets me on other things before I see Jameson, so we'll have to see. But again, tell us what you think about it. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And I have been saying this for so long, but my life is changing next week. I will be retiring fully next week, and hopefully I am able to transform this channel and the video editing and everything about it and do more live streaming stuff after I have more time. So we're looking for some big and new and exciting things coming really quick. Unfortunately, I retire on the 15th and immediately heading off on a trip on the 16th. And I already said Ireland. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 foreign trips and 1 domestic trip, all within the next 6 months. So it's going to be incredibly busy, but I'm going to have more time devoted to the channel and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. So I'm really excited about that. But again, let us know what you think about Distiller Safe from Jameson. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is really good whiskey. I like this. Cheers.